Welcome back to newschannel12live.com/ExtraPoint. Fletcher, Keel. I'm Josh Holland, and on Friday we gave you a segment that we like to call Will They or Won't They, where we gave you a couple things that the Tops will need to do to come out victorious.
Yeah, and now here on Monday, every week we're going to give you Did They or Didn't They, where we recap the three keys we give you the previous Friday, kind of break them down, see who was right and who was wrong. And the first point we're going to do is one Josh said. You said, will they or won't they, the Hilltoppers, get Leon Allen into the game?
I think specifically yards per carry for Leon Allen, and they did to an extent. He had 24 carries for 118 yards. The problem, Fletcher, was that 19 of those and 112 of the yards came in the first half. After that first half, 3-point lead, and they'd only given up 14 points because they had kept Illinois off of the gridiron. And so I think that in the first half, did they or didn't they? They sure did, but in the second half, they had a couple turnovers, and Coach Braum talked a lot about it today, that they just only had 6 plays in the third quarter. Hard to establish a run game and get Leon Allen the rock. When you're on the road, you need to get the running back the rock.
Absolutely, and my point was, will they or won't they win on the road? The Hilltoppers coming into the weekend hadn't won a home opener. Had only won one road opener, since 2000. That was the 2011 game against MTSU, and it was looking good that first half. They had a lead at halftime, and even watching the game, I just didn't have a good feeling about it, and was proven right. The WKU defense, for the third straight year in a row, proves that they are not the best at closing games, but we did see Mr. Chad Bishop tweet after the game that some of the Illinois coaches at the elevator door going down to the postgame locker room were saying that was a darn good football team that they faced in the Hilltoppers. And so just a couple of key things that need to be corrected, sticking with the run game, especially if Leon Allen is doing what he's doing in the first half. Stick to that in the second half, and they might get some road victories this year.
Yeah, and one of the things that we saw is the third point, will they or won't they regress to the mean as far as yardage goes? And they did by a lot. I thought maybe come back down to 350 or so yards passing for Brandon Dowdy. He's under 300. The whole offense is about 400, and so you start off with 700 yards last week, and you cut that almost in half. Same with passing, 569 last week, cut that almost in half, and so the offense kind of sputtered a little bit, and a lot of that had to do with turnovers.
Yeah, and a lot of it had to do with being down late, abandoning the run game to get to the pass, and then every time the pass failed, they found themselves down more. They had to go to the pass again, just could never establish the second half passing game.
So that was this week's Did They or Didn't They? We recapped the will they or won't they from before Illinois, and we'll see you back here on Friday for another edition before the MTSU game. For Fletcher, Keel, I'm Josh Holland. Thanks for tuning in to newschannel12live.com/theextrapoint.